there are so many security risks and scam risks and things like that we have to face in our life every single day. And it can become, most of us, in order to not become just quivering blobs of mush, we just ignore most of them and assume that they're never going to affect us. But there's one that I can pretty much guarantee you that will affect you in your life. But you can solve all of that with one simple step. So this step helps you substantially improve your security, and it only costs you 3 letters. Let me tell you a story to illustrate this. One time I was at a mastermind group. We had about 40 of us or so there, 30, 40 of us there. And we all knew each other really well. We were pretty good friends. We went out for a break. When we came back from the break, on the screen were pieces of data moving around. Most of them were usernames and passwords not connected to each other to our most important accounts. I looked up there and I said, that's my email password. That's my email username. And then I looked at it and I realized that there were so many up there that probably every one of us in the room had our username and password up there on the screen. And I said, how in the world did this happen? Well, turns out there is a very, very simple hacking technique that hackers know. It enables them to access Wi-Fi traffic, hotels, coffee shops, event locations, and scrape everything that happens there and use it for whatever reason they want to. Okay, so we had a friendly person show this to us, but it's vital that you understand this. The solution is 3 letters, VPN, Virtual Private Network. I have no idea why it's called a Virtual Private Network. Actually, I can imagine it. Just think VPN. Let me just illustrate how a VPN works. So here's you. Here's a website that you want to access. Let's just imagine here's you, here's Gmail. Okay? And so you're sending things back and forth. So all your emails, but in exchange for them sending you emails, you have to start that whole process off by sending them your password. And that password gets resent to them every time your computer goes on and tries to grab more emails. So this information is going back and forth. And of course, then there's the actual content of the emails going back and forth. But what I'd like you to focus on is that password, because if someone has your email password, they can log into your email. They can go to any site, type in forget password, pipe in that name, and then they'll get that password to things like your bank, your credit card, your mortgage house, the Social Security Administration, all kinds of numbers that might be really important to you. And so here's that same model, your website. So a person in the middle can see everything that goes between the two of them. What a VPN does is that it mixes all that up. It uses real-time encryption, which you don't really need to understand what that works. But what it does is it takes the letters STORY and makes them be ampersand, capital N, comma, it encrypts them so that someone sitting in the middle gets a bunch of junk data and they can't tell anything about it. And you say, oh, I don't need this because I never do anything like this. Well, let's just imagine that because you say, hey, okay, I never do anything that requires my password when I'm in a coffee shop or a hotel or anything like that. Well, wait just a minute. Because you can say, that's okay, I never access important sites when I'm on the road, but I want to just point something out to you. What's probably happening when you get there is that you log into Wi-Fi, and once you've logged into Wi-Fi, you can log into the Wi-Fi on your computer, but let's just imagine that maybe you want to watch a movie later that night, and so you log in on your phone and your iPad. And your phone and your iPad automatically check email every 5 minutes, every 2 minutes. Every time they do that, bam, your password goes out. So you cannot even be intending on these things, but the single most important password you own in your life is your email password, because a hacker can get to anything once they've got your email password. Yeah, that's the piece that you're just blithely logging on with your cell phone, and your cell phone, without you even realizing it, is sending that password out in the clear to your email site. Okay? So it affects your email. That's one of the key, most important thing. It affects your social media, because my guess is your phone is automatically checking social media as soon as you log into one of those sites. It affects maybe you're going to want to write a blog post that night. And so now they have access to your website and can do whatever they want to on it. By the way, back to social media. How many times a month do you read something on Facebook? Don't ignore any friend requests that you get from me because someone's hacked into my account. Guess where that happens all the time? That happens two ways. Number one, they've got a weird, stupid password on there. Or number two, they're doing things over Wi-Fi in a naked connection. Okay. What about your payment sites? Oh, I never do any money transactions when I'm on the road. Oh, well, what if you just go in and pay your credit card? You just sent your password and gave it away to the thief in room 14 or 114. Trust me, these things happen all the time. What about your shopping cart? Hey, I've got to go in. Somebody bought something. Maybe I have to give somebody a refund or something like that. You just gave them a key to your shopping cart to be able to literally go in and maybe change the place the money gets transferred to. We all have such a habit of doing things that could potentially hurt us. I believe that everyone should have 3 things installed from a security standpoint. The first one is a password manager. Yes. Oh no, I've got a hard password and I just use it everywhere. Guess what? You've got a problem. The second one is a 3-tiered backup system. Go watch my other videos where I've talked about this important thing. And the third thing is everybody should own a VPN. VPNs buy them on like a 2-year or 3-year plan. They cost like $3 a month. Hey, for $3 a month to have all that stuff protected for you. And then what you do is you set it up. It takes about 10 minutes to do this. Set up your phone, your iPad, your laptop, that anytime you log into a Wi-Fi, the first thing it does is it goes and runs the VPN. And then it logs you in. Okay? Vital thing. So as I said, this is a single step. Do it once. You never have to worry about it again. Just set it up so that anytime you log into a Wi-Fi thing anywhere, it automatically logs you into your VPN first. Now, there is a question that some people will ask is, should I have a VPN on at home? Well, you may want to. Actually, it's safer to do so. But realize that there is one downside to a VPN, and that is instead of going from here to here, it goes from here to here to here. And if the VPN up here is slow, that means your entire internet connection is slow because it's got to go through them to do anything on the online. And so I strongly recommend, and that'll always happen. Anytime you have a VPN in the mix, it will always slow things down. The thing is, many VPNs, okay, first off, never use a free VPN. Never, ever use a free VPN. It's too dangerous. The paid VPNs, most of them are pretty fast, but some of them aren't. I've actually seen a paid VPN cut speed by 80%. Okay, so the first thing you do when you start thinking of signing up for a VPN is hopefully they got a trial program, or just buy their month-to-month program do a speed test, install their VPN, do a speed test. So you're doing two speed tests, one before, one after installation of them. And if they slow you down too much, then just cancel the plan and don't renew it. Ideally, you can find one that does a great job for you without cutting into your speed. Okay? There you go. 3 letters. VPN. Okay, there's an N. All right. Have one. Everyone needs one. No matter what you do. Everyone needs one. It's just a must in today's world. And it'll keep you from regretting. And wouldn't you prefer to like spend 30, 40 bucks and not have to worry about getting hacked as much? Just do this. Which reminds me, I say this a lot. This is Don Crowther. Just go do this stuff.